YouTube, fuck going on? YouTube, bitch, way back on the fucking video, back on the motherfucking reaction. You feel me? I told y'all niggas I'm uploading every single day. I'm here every single day. You feel me? I'm gonna get this paper and I'm gonna get these videos in. No, yo. Today we got a little documentary about the deadliest war in motherfucking Fort Worth, Texas. You feel me? With that being said, don't click off yet, nigga. Don't click off yet, you bitch ass nigga. Don't even fucking do it, nigga. Do it, nigga. I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? That's beside the point. What was I about to say? I forgot the fuck I was about to say, but I'm about to say something fire. I'm about to say something fire, smart, for March. That's what I tried to say at first, but I was trying to say fire and smart at the same time. That don't even make no fucking sense. Anyways, I'm just motherfucking yapping. I got a motherfucking video for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you get me there. You know what I'm saying? Watch the video. Make sure you watch the whole thing. Like, comment, subscribe if you fuck with me. If you fuck with me, don't fuck with me if you do not fuck with me. Because I don't want no fake love. I don't want no sympathy. No nothing. I don't want your handouts. And yeah, without further ado, man, let's get straight into the motherfucking video.
From gang beefs to some of the most brutal serial killers in history, Fort Worth, Texas is so brutal that some locals call it murder worth. And today we're breaking down the craziest stories from the city.
Hey, by the way, if you hear me coughing a lot, I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? I do. You know what I'm saying? My asthma, not my asthma. Fuck. My allergies are currently acting up, you know what I'm saying? So that's also triggering my asthma, which is also I'm smoking. But I'm also smoking a hemp wrap. Weed is not actually hurting me at all. You know what I'm saying? Weed is not really doing anything, but because I'm smoking healthy. You feel me? But yeah.
Fort Worth is one of the deadliest cities in America, but it actually started out as an army post back in 1849, which is where the name came from. Cowboys brought in a lot of violence to the town, and people were getting stabbed and shot basically every night. Fort Worth became famous for prostitution, gambling, and murder, and that basically never changed. Fort Worth always had a lot of crime, but it got so bad in the 80s, people started calling it murder worth. At one point, Fort Worth became the murder capital of America for a little while, and the violence really went crazy after crack cocaine took over the city. The streets in Fort Worth are some of the deadliest beefs in America, and the gangs down there have been tearing up the city since the 80s. A lot of blood and crip sets came to Texas from California, but these days it's way more complicated than just what color you bang. YTN is one of the biggest crews on the south side of Fort Worth. They're an alliance between a bunch of crib sets like the Faux Trey Gangsta Crips, the Fidoos Hoovers, and the Fofo Gangsta Hardheads, and they were sliding on ops so much that they started calling themselves Murder Gang. YTN allegedly left a lot of people dead in the streets, and they were also the crew that sparked one of the craziest shootings in Fort Worth history. On Mother's Day in 2020, over 400 people showed up to a party at Village Creek Park in Fort Worth.
And they called the ops
lagging. They had social distancing rules because it was in the middle of the pandemic, so the cops showed up to make everybody leave.
They came through that
used a sound system called a howler to break up the crowd.
I'm already telling you exactly how this right here went. That nigga came through. You feel me? They came to that big. You feel me? And it's a 2022. This one was Switch's first got adventures too, man.
What really sent everyone running was when YTN and another crew got into a shootout. There's a bunch of rumors about what sparked the situation, but it allegedly started when a dude named J-Dub got killed. J-Dub was allegedly sighted on the ops and got killed, but nobody knows to pull the trigger on him. J-Dub was found with a t-shirt wrapped around his face and a Draco laying next to his body, and he got killed by a headshot on the south side of the city. Rumors say that he tried to kill somebody and got caught first, but other people think his own homie accidentally killed him when they were sliding together. J-Dub was allegedly affiliated with a crew called Ape Gang, and they had issues with YTN. There's no evidence that YTN was involved with J-Dub getting killed, but tensions were already high, and J-Dub's death made the situation even worse. According to rumors, J-Dub's brothers Quan and Hussein started sliding on YTN.
See, here's what I don't understand about the streets, man. First of all, say the fuck about them. Say the fuck about them, right? You know you come from a good family. You know you got shit to live for. You know what I'm saying? Stay up out of them. Hustling and being in the streets are two different things. You do not gotta be a street nigga in order to hustle. You could be a hustler and not be a street nigga. You feel me? Street niggas nowadays are YNs. They're not the old street niggas from back in the day. Street niggas nowadays are YNs. You feel me? They don't bullshit. Stay up out them streets, man. Cause if you not like that, somebody who like that gonna get your ass for real. Cause like I don't understand the streets, bro. I really don't. I don't understand that shit. Like it's like I mean it's an ongoing war forever until it's the last person standing, and then eventually somebody else gonna come take them down. You feel me? Like I don't really understand that shit.
And after J-Dub got killed, so when some YTN members showed up at the Mother's Day party in Village Creek,
like I always ask motherfuckers like, why would you want to be in the streets? You feel me? Like, why do you want to do this shit?
Creek Park, everyone knew there might be some trouble. According to witnesses, the YTN dudes walked all around the party and were mean mugging some Ape Gang affiliates. Nothing happened at first and the YTN dudes left. They're about to come bape with a bunch of guns. The YTN crew left the party and met up at a donut shop about half a mile down the street. Then a few minutes later, they pulled back up to the party and everyone started shooting. There were over 400 people in the crowd and the cops were already at the scene. But that didn't stop YTN and Ape Gang from shooting. YTN Cash and YTN Cheese allegedly started shooting first. Then Ape Gang busted back and hit both of them. YTN also beats with a set called EBK. A lot of dudes from different cities rep EBK, aka Everybody Killer. But in Fort Worth, EBK is a renegade set with a bunch of Bloods and some Crips that are mostly from an area called Stop 6.
Music producers.
Oh my fucking gosh, bro. You're not no fucking producer. Damn, no one knows you. Shut the fuck up.
One of the craziest places in Fort Worth. You always gotta be ready for smoke if you want to survive out there. EBK's most famous member is a dude named EBK D-Glock. D-Glock started rapping and had some buzz on his name in Fort Worth, but he was allegedly putting in a ton of work in the trenches and got booked for killing a YTN member named Big Head Chris. YTN took more losses, but Lil Nuby and WAP both got killed in a robbery that went wrong.
Who the fuck be giving y'all these damn names, bro? Why y'all be going with a big-headed Chris is retarded?
According to reports, Nuby, WAP, and another YTN affiliate tried to set up a dude from EBK named MB and rob him. But the situation went left, and everyone involved in it ended up dying. MB allegedly upped the strap on the YTN dudes when they tried to rob him, even though he was way outnumbered. MB hit all three of them, but then the YTN crew busted back and hit MB too. And by the time the cops were up to the scene, all four of them were dead. Most people outside of Fort Worth don't know about the war going on in the streets, but now there's a new wave of drill rappers who are airing everything out in the booth. One of the hottest drill rappers from Fort Worth right now is a dude named Lil CJ Casino. CJ Casino used to be cool with Ape Gang, and on the track We Own That, he rapped, Ape Gang, we own that, Gorilla Gang, we own that, running your trap, where that dope at, show some respect, cause you know you don't want that. But according to rumors, CJ Casino fell out with Ape Gang cause J-Dub snatched his chain. J-Dub ended up getting killed not too long after that went down, but J-Dub isn't the only Fort Worth rapper that CJ Casino fell out with. Back in the day, CJ Casino—
I ain't gonna lie. CJ Casino, matter of fact, fuck that. Why y'all be twitching on y'all partners like that? Like, why y'all be changing on y'all folks like that? Like, why y'all be doing some weird shit to folks for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the point in it. What's the point of doing some weird ass shit, fool? Why you can't just be cool and wait your turn? Why you gotta be weird? You feel me? Like, I've never understood that, bro, about y'all niggas. Like, y'all got so much jealousy, envy, and hate in y'all heart, bro. Y'all niggas weird, bro. That's why I
was
stay
tight
away.
with a rapper named Go Yayo. Go Yayo started a whole wave in Fort Worth and kicked down the doors for a lot of other rappers from the city. But he's been involved with some crazy beef too. A lot of people outside of Fort Worth heard about Go Yayo for the first time after he started beefing with a rapper from Dallas named Mo3. According to Mo3's homie Brian Rainwater, Go Yayo was pressed because Mo3 was popping off in the rap game and got booked for a show in Fort Worth. Go Yayo allegedly couldn't get any shows booked in his own city, and that's why he got heated about the situation. It's not clear how everything went down, but Go Yayo and his Hood Fam crew went to the club where Mo3 was performing, and their crews got into a shootout that kills an innocent dude. The beef with Go Yayo and Mo3 also started a lot of drama in Dallas, because Go Yayo featured a bunch of Dallas rappers on his track 6 Pick and left Mo3 off of it. CJ Casino was on the track with Go Yayo, and so was Go Yayo's homie Lil
So what I'm hearing is that this nigga right here was a hating ass nigga too.
Ronnie, and nobody expected how the situation was gonna take a crazy turn and get Sauce
It'd be crazy though, bro, because it'd be the hating ass niggas that never blow up.
Walker wrapped up in it too. Sauce Walker's from Houston, but he tapped into Fort Worth too and signed CJ Casino. Then in 2021, Go Yayo did Sauce Walker and CJ Casino on the track No Quits and raps, "Stop comparing me to CJ. He a bitch and I'm a savage. All that white gold in your jewelry, that's that cheap shit. Colors in your diamonds, boy, that shit look like some sweet shit. Crazy boy just talking. He ain't really on no beef shit. I used to fuck with Sauce, but he always on some weak shit." After that, Sauce Walker jumped into the beef and Disco Yayo's homie Brand. Go Yayo had been beefing with some dudes from Scoot Up.
Sauce Walker hard too.
They allegedly slid on Go Yayo while he was—
Y'all niggas don't know about that. What do you say? A nigga wait, no, a nigga's only dream is about the stomach shit they never had, but all they ended up with is 2 baby mamas in the jag. That nigga hard, bro. Facts. What's that song? I ain't go.
But his homie Brand got killed right in front of him. Scoot Up gang also has ties to Sauce Walker's crew, the Sauce Factory, aka TSF. Sauce Walker's beef with Go Yayo never seemed that serious. But then in 2025, Sauce Walker almost got killed, and rumors started flying that Go Yayo was involved with the situation. Sauce Walker was in Memphis with his homie Say So P when some shooters pulled up and shot both of them. Sauce Walker got hit in the leg and had to be rushed to the hospital, but his homie Say So P was tragically killed on the spot. When news broke about the shooting, rumors were going around that it was a robbery gone wrong. But after the video came out, everyone knew that it was a targeted hit, and somebody wanted to kill either Sauce Walker or Say So P. Sauce Walker said that the shooters could have killed him if they wanted to, but they let him live.
As fucked up as the situation is, and I could have lost my life and my life was put in danger, it wasn't intentionally for me. And motherfucker could have took my life and they didn't.
Say So P is from Memphis, and rumors say he got killed because he took $200K from some Memphis goons. But now all kinds of stories are going around because one of the shooters ended up getting killed in Sauce Walker's hometown of Houston. Sauce Walker said he wasn't gonna slide for Say So P, but after the shooter got killed in Houston, Sauce Walker posted a pic flexing a bunch of cash in front of the hospital. Some people think someone from Texas put a bag on Sauce Walker's head and they try to collect it in Memphis. And now Go Yayo's name is getting dragged into it. There's no evidence that Go Yayo was involved at all though. The alleged shooter got killed in Texas, but nobody knows if he's even from there, and there's a good chance he's from Memphis and just did the race after the Say So P murder. Sauce Walker also said he never wanted to beef with Go Yayo because he wanted to bring everyone in Texas together.
I was disappointed at what Texas could have became if all my little brothers because my real goal was to bring all of Fort Worth together, the CJs, the Bugattis, the Yayos, they all together. They was like,
see, bro, and see, that's what I don't understand with, like, instead of niggas coming together, niggas would rather go against each other, bro, and real life beef with each other instead of just coming together and making one big thing. You feel me? Like, what the fuck? This shit right here could be bigger than all of us if niggas would not just be weird and selfish on my life.
a little TSF to me. Hey, they had potential to be what we is or be another person, be greater, fuck it, whatever. I'm happy for them. I wanted to see it happen.
And in 2023, Go Yayo's homie Murder Gang PB dropped the track Houston We Have a Problem and rapped, Houston We Got a Problem. Rewind the tape, let's set the record straight. Yayo and Sauce Walker, I can remember this shit like yesterday. South by Southwest reppin' Texas, thought we was gonna elevate. Say Cheese made a list, and after that, it's like we segregated. Now I ain't blaming Sean Cotton, but Texas could have been poppin' if TSF, Hood Fame, and Murder Gang was still rocking. Go Yayo has no connection to the Sauce Walker situation, but his own homie just got killed in a brutal way in Fort Worth. On March 3rd, 2025, Go Yayo's homie Lil Ronnie was at a car wash with his daughter on Forest Hill Drive. It was 10:50 in the morning, and Lil Ronnie was just trying to clean his whip. But what he didn't know was that two shooters had followed him to the car wash. The goons
Hold on. So you mean to tell me you was a street nigga and didn't even know you was getting followed? Nigga, you were not a real street nigga. You wouldn't even know your PHQs. What did you talking about? How you gonna have ops in the city and not even be on your PHQs whenever you out and about, man? You know what's going on. You know what's going on in the city. I don't care how early it is. I don't care what you doing, but you know what's going on. It ain't never a pause to this shit. And you mean to tell me you got caught because they followed you and you didn't even know it? L Street, nigga. Stay about the street, bro. If you don't know what you're doing, bro, stay about the street.
There was a fence in the way that he couldn't climb though, and the shooters walked him down and left him dead at the scene. The cops booked the shooters right after the hit went down, but nobody knows why they wanted to kill Lil Ronnie. Some people think CJ Casino was involved with it though, and the video went viral where he was talking about killing his ops' whole family if they get in the way.
Your mama gonna die, your sister gonna die, your little brother in the room trying to TikTok, he gonna die. That's just for playing, because a lot of niggas go out here, go to playing and hiding and doing all that. On blood, go to playing and hiding and doing all that extra shit. When your mama and your family and shit still in the hood, that ain't gonna go, my nigga. We gonna lay everybody down. Everybody got it down, give it down. What you talking
and
about?
that CC, he right. He right, bro. Y'all niggas be having y'all families in one places, bro, but y'all be over here trying to be funny and shit like your family can't get got, bro. Y'all niggas be retarded, bro, for real. Y'all be thinking these folks be playing with y'all.
Who the fuck in that bitch get hit? We gonna get down. Everybody get hit. Your granny on the dialysis machine, whatever the fuck. Everybody gotta die, man. That's just how shit go in the streets.
Forest Hills is a wild place in Fort Worth, and a month before Lil Ronnie got killed, a dude named Fael Araguen was booked for killing two people he used to work with at a car lot. Just a few days after that, an innocent woman was standing by the fire pit in her backyard when somebody started shooting on the street and killed her with a stray bullet.
No.
The cops caught the dudes who allegedly killed Lil Ronnie and his daughter, but most murder victims never get justice in Fort Worth. The cops in Fort Worth have thousands of cold cases they never solved, and people in the city say they don't even try to solve them. A dude named Scotty Choice's mother was murdered in an abandoned apartment building, and he said the police won't even answer the phone or call you back if you leave a message. There's been a lot of gang violence in Fort Worth since the 80s, but Murder Worth is also famous for having some of the most brutal serial killers in America. Jason Thornburg was born in California, but he moved to Fort Worth and had the whole city terrified. Back in 2021, Jason Thornburg brutally murdered 3 people in 1 week and cut them into pieces. But that's not even the worst part. The first person Jason Thornburg killed was his roommate, David Luras. They were both living in a motel in Fort Worth.
I ain't gonna lie, I was sending the text messages. That one caught me off guard. That nigga was chopping. Chop, 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 chop. Look at that.
Jason Thornburg slit David Luras' throat, chopped his body up into little pieces, then ate part of his heart. Then a couple days later, Jason Thornburg killed a woman named Lauren Phillips by slitting her throat. And 2 days after that, he stabbed a woman named Maricruz Mathis to death. Jason Thornburg was eating parts of the bodies, but he took the leftover parts and threw them in a dumpster. He wanted to get rid of the evidence, so he set the dumpster on fire. But that's actually what helped the cops find him. Somebody reported the dumpster fires to the police, and when they rode up to the scene, they found the 3 bodies inside and arrested Jason Thornburg a few days later, but that wasn't the end of the story. After the cops booked him for the 3 murders, Jason Thornburg confessed to killing 2 other people. He told the cops that he killed his girlfriend Tanya Begay back in 2017, and then he killed another roommate in 2021 named Mark Jewell. The cops thought Mark Jewell had died in the fire, but it turned out that Jason Thornburg had cut his throat first and then set the house on fire. Jason Thornburg said he was killing people as a human sacrifice to God. He said he wanted to be a missionary and that he had a sense of destiny that must be achieved. Fort Worth was terrified of the dude, but now he's locked up and has been sentenced to death. Fort Worth isn't even that big of a city.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me that God told you to go? God did not tell you to go kill all them people, man. God did not tell you to go sacrifice them. Bro, God did not tell you to do that, bro. Facts, he did not tell you to do that.
There have been all kinds of brutal killers leaving bodies in the streets. Back in 1985, there was another serial killer running around Fort Worth named Ricky Green. First, he killed a dude named Jeffrey Davis and left his body in a swamp outside of Fort Worth. Then a few months later, Ricky Green took a woman named Betty Jo Monroe to his crib. Betty Jo Monroe was a stripper and allegedly a prostitute too, and Ricky Green stabbed her 17 times and beat her to death with a hammer. Just 1 month after that, Ricky Green met a woman named Sandra Bailey at a nightclub and brought her home too. Then, Ricky Green did the same thing he did to Betty Jo Monroe and brutally killed Sandra Bailey with a knife and a hammer.
Bro, it sound like this city cursed, bro.
For some reason, it looked like Ricky Green took some time off for killing, but a year later, he kidnapped his own friend and stabbed him to death. The cops might have never caught Ricky Green, but then his own wife turned him in. Ricky Green was married to a woman named Sharon Dollar, and she actually helped with the murders. They ended up getting divorced though, and that's when Sharon Dollar went to the cops and told them about all of the killing. Sharon Dollar claimed that Ricky Green forced her to help him, and she got off easy with just 10 years of probation. But Ricky Green got hit with a death sentence and was killed by the cops in 1997.
No, so she was really helping him the whole time, and she went up there and would have played it like it was.
Ricky Green probably killed even more people than he confessed to, but this next killer was even worse. Kenneth Granville came up in Fort Worth and ended up spending 2.5 years in juvie for assaulting his own brother. When he came home, Kenneth Granville got a job, joined the army, and was pretty popular in the neighborhood, but he still obviously had issues, and the army kicked him out because he kept beating up other soldiers. Kenneth Granville was dating a woman named Everline Gold, and on October 8th, 1974, he went to her house and murdered 2 of her sisters and 1 of her cousins too. The cops didn't think Kenneth Granville was involved with the situation though, and he started telling people that whoever did it ought to be hung. Then a few months later, Kenneth Granville brought his friend Betty Williams to his house and attacked her. Then during the middle of it, another friend named Vera Hill knocked on his door to ask Kenneth Granville a question about income tax. Kenneth Granville thought he was about to be caught, so he opened the door with a knife in his hand and stabbed Vera Hill in the chest. She fell down and Kenneth Granville kept stabbing her. Then he stabbed Betty Williams too and left her bleeding out. Kenneth Granville wasn't finished though. He drove to another friend's house and asked to use the phone. When they let Kenneth Granville inside the crib, he attacked his friend's mom and then took another woman hostage and went back to his crib. Betty Williams was still alive when Kenneth Granville got back to his house. She was trying to stop the bleeding from all the stab wounds, but Kenneth Granville told her to stop, and Betty tragically died a few minutes later. Then out of nowhere, Kenneth Granville took his hostage to his car and drove to the local church. Kenneth picked up the church's pastor with the hostage still in the car and said that he wanted to be taken out of society and didn't want to hurt anybody else. Kenneth Granville drove to the police station, took out a gun and a knife, and confessed to 7 murders on the spot. He was eventually convicted, and then 20 years later, he was put to death by lethal injection. The violence in Fort Worth just keeps getting worse.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga has something wrong with him, facts, because, man, like, bro, you did all that. And really and truly, I bet you anything how this really played out back then and there, you know what I'm saying? I bet you in his mind, he was just like, shit, I done already did this now, so why not just keep going? Why not just keep on going? And I bet you anything it started driving him wild. So whenever it drove him wild, he was like, you know what, I can't put up with this guilt no more. I gotta go. I don't know, man. That's crazy right there. I ain't gonna lie. Footwear, Texas. That's a crazy place, man. You feel me? I know I would not want to live there. That's not what's going on. Because I want scats and Hellcats and no, sir. I'm cool on it. Anyways, though, you know what I'm saying? If you fuck with the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you fuck with me, fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. And I'm going to see y'all niggas in the next video. Deuces.